Come, my dear servants, come listen, come hither. I'll tell you a story of a heart, dumb and withered, mayhap that would soon offer a bit of distraction. Thus, I today author these tale of transactions between two waifs who, in a time of war, had made a wager for a dime or more. You may be thinking, in this lovely manner, where drinking is done, and no roughly manners, that no such tap can ever occur. But I know this place as its connoisseur. Thus I hear secrets whispered by these walls. Who speak of such Mr. whose heart tends to fall? They've placed their bets on my brother's dear heart. The story's been set, so why bother? Let's start.
A fine day, Chef Gus. I hope to find you not during an inopportune time.
Oh, Elise, not in any way. Will he be acting as usual today?
Today of all days, he expects nothing less. Though I urge you not let the event cause you stress. I must be off soon to feed the master in bed. So don't forget to cut them in the shape of his head.
Of his neck or his pants? I cannot tell with his promiscuous behavior seeking bells and bells. I'm one to think that by end of night, Lady Moira will not be seen by his side.
I hardly think that would occur. For I believe Philip will hold her heart out for her.
Those two have and also have not. If I waited any longer, my patience would run. Will they or will they not be today?
I'm sure that they will, and I'm willing to pay. So I ask you, Chef, to not disparage, for he who I'm sure will claim her hand in marriage.
Are you so willing to place your coin?
He'll think with his heart, and not with his groin. Dear Chef Gus, please do not test me, for no man gambling could ever best me.
And let us wager a sum of 2 weeks. Which one will prove what Philip doth seek? We'll see by sunrise when the party has ended how Philip acts when left unattended.
So you two placed a bet on my brother's actions, turning his heart into your own attraction?
Lady Philia, we meant no harm. It was all for jest.
It was all her idea. Don't sack me. Send her bust.
If you're canning one, can it please be him? For I cannot be canned on a night so dim.
Quiet, you pair of bare-headed fools. If you're set on this game, then let there be rules. Both lay claim that neither can be beat. So let your hands shake, knowing neither will cheat.
To win this would be grand, but to lose would mean a fortnight before I could recoup such means. Were I to lose this wager, I could never leave my station. But were I to beat Chef Gus, I could afford a short vacation.
Elise! Where are you?
I must do my best to not panic, to remind him of his charms. By night's end, he will be engaged, and I'll have done no harm. A lie such as this would be deemed quite immoral. But if the lie results in a wedding quite floral, who cares to say that I'd have done wrong, when there's no silent lie in the sounds of love song?
Oh, Elise, do hurry as I start for goodness sake. I demand that of my lap. You have laid upon a tree.
I have it here with me now, and a bit of advice found, about the party and the guests who are set to make the rounds.
Give me my cake first and I'll hear you speak. One cannot listen when their stomach is weak.
Yes, my dear lord, I would hate for you to starve. But as you eat, chew so I may avoid your barf. I come to you, however, in regards to your lady. Moira seems to be smitten, and thus I'll speak to you, Brady.
Go along with it quickly. I haven't all day.
Apologies, sir, I intend no dismay. But you must know, Moira this very night intends to propose, which would not be alright, as having her on your day outstage you is the reason why I've come to persuade you to remember your charms. Use them at the fest. Just bend on one knee and she'll do the rest. As I know you to love attention, don't let her steal it from your affection.
I'm surprised by this revelation. Mayhap it is time for a deep conversation.
No, let us be surprised. Next time you see her, you'll know in her eyes. She wishes your hand and her hand to be yours. She'll open the window. You'd man the door.
Not much to do but to show my best then. Though I may ask you of another guest. By any chance, do you know to attend a man of name Victor, whom I met at Nearsen?
The medic, of course. I have here his letter.
That'll be all then. Though, tell the chef to do better.
I write to you, Philip. Though I'll first say, my dear, congratulations for yet another grand year. The sun is set and risen, yet I've not heard of you in moons, so it is with a joyous heart that I shall see you soon. I hope you're safe in this war of wars. I'll sign my name Victor. Yours, but not yours.
But are these words she spoke so right? Am I to yield to Mary tonight? To chain a ball onto my foot, settle once for all and now take root. I would forego all lovely matters, else I'd let my reputation shatter. So 'twould seem that I'm to follow suit, down a path where I no longer may taste fruit. Those pears and peaches will be missed. I'll care for each and every one I kiss. Despite the count, I'll miss one most, whose victorious sanctum held him as host. And now, Lady Moira will be all I have, so my affections will be less than half. Sister of mine, what brings you this way?
To bring you good tidings on this most joyous day.
Do not waste your tidings, but if brought, they bring more. For the news of today have left my heart on the floor.
My most dearest brother, though only most as there's no other, I shall allow my heart to speak unvarnished, and assure you that tonight shall not be tarnished. Only if you seize your dramatics in favor of a mindset much more pragmatic.
I feel and fear a tense sensation that says I'll fail to meet expectations.
Few and fewer have expected much of you. I carry that burden as someone who loves you.
I hope to leave that burden on your shoulders, yet the pain in my heart grows as I too grow older.
Though not convinced of your conviction, for you I'll offer benediction. If that helps not, as I always say, one is not here, their stomach's away.
Why, of course! That'd be the answer I so had sought. My humors much torture to my mind had brought. So, do I not remain in this dreaded sorrow? I'll ask the old chef a concoction to borrow. My dear chef, may I trouble you for your ear?
You may trouble me not, for they are yours to hear.
Then may I request of you a concoction to read my indecisive heart that wants to bid on every lover, so I must find some way to easily pay them no mind. Or something, to be a bit courageous, to propose in a manner more advantageous.
Truth be told, I had hoped he would ask, for I have the potion for just this task. Although this potion would serve him no use, it is his ignorance which I can abuse. He'll drink and feel in his trousers how these sweet drops hold in a rouser.
Well, dear Philip, I have just the concoction. Drink up this vial I have bought at the auction. It will give you just what you seek. Drink now, boy. Do not be meek.
Thank you for that, which I drunk.
When will it come? In just a few hours.
Delighted guests, thank you for coming to honor my brother, who is now becoming a man who I'm proud to have by my side, though I'd replace him with any here who'd apply. Not any though. I do have standards. But of you all, he is most easily pampered. Today, he's a man, though none the wiser, to a bet been set by his one advisors. One claims he's a lover, and the other loves fool. But neither are privy at who here doth rule. So it is us, and this night we are bound to discover who my brother's heart will claim as his lover. They placed their bets to seek recompense. The party's been set, so again, let's commence.
Lady Moira, would you care for a drink?
Just one more glass, shall we, for now, I think. Having to see my love inside, he seems to be disposed of tonight. Do me a favor and fetch it for me.
Yes, my lady, I shall go look and see. I'm sure that he must be around. If he winds up lost, I'll make sure he's found.
My dear Lady Moira, I'm so glad I have found you.
You have avoided me all night.
Say, I've been around to make sure my affairs were quite well laid. Thus 'tis the reason of our meeting's delay. And it seems that I today will hold your hand to ask a question I've not planned. Yet your eyes and presence seem quite scary. Will Will you?
Come on, sir, you're almost there.
Oh my dear goodness, this gasping for air. My love seems so quickly departed.
I shall fetch him for you, so he'll finish what he started.
to believe that love's hold could be real when we live in a world where just goes nowhere. Oh, dear Lady Philia, what a grand, lovely night. The decor you have adorned, it's so lovely. Despite collecting much used before of the items adorning your manor floor.
Moira, your words go not unheard. Though I hear your fathers are still slurred. How is he doing these days, I might ask? Did he spend his last coin, filling up his last flask?
He's doing better. He spends his nights alone.
He sent me some letters. Seems to ask for a loan.
I would have no recollection of such absurdities. How dare you assume of me financial uncertainties? If you seek proof, then in my dress at your gaze, how can such fabrics be so lowly appraised?
The walls have spoken and told me why you visit. They say you've chosen my brother and finally solicit his hand. An unorthodox proposal that would make sense for the occasion. But I'd stay wary of the smell as it reeks of desperation.
How preposterous to think that I would bend on one knee, for it is your brother's knee that should beg for me. We have not yet discussed, nor having taken to mark, bruised through the jewels to adorn my ring's heart. You do not know how to charm with the waiting band. He has raised no arms to claim my hand. Oh, perhaps this is the reason his breath was gone. For he did not have a ring that I could have donned. Surely, he thought, and not appeared fool. He left to go fetch my proposal jewel.
part of my voice for being raised so loud, but we cannot touch that, as it is not allowed.
Why, everyone here seems to partake. What is so special about this one cake?
We do not know what we do not ask. No, what I do know is what I've been test.
'Tis fair to assume you work for the man of the hour, and thus you protect this blessed big tower.
I serve Master Philip and fetch him his letters, and feed him and clothe him for the worse or the better. For I recall we have not met before.
As he and I met by a hidden lake shore. If you fetch him his letters, I'm sure you've heard my name, for I am the victor, whose heart he's laid claim.
Oh, I see. So I assume you've heard the news that the young master's heart is said to be fused with none other than Moira, a lady refined. If you brought any feelings, spare and leave them behind.
How long, might I ask, has he been engaged?
He said to propose tonight, as I waged.
What's this of a wager?
Oh, pay that no mind. As I'll do your heart a favor and kind, I'll be honest and blunt of the master's intentions. He thinks only of her, and of you has no mention.
I admire and thank you for bringing such candor. In the fires that sank this house, I remain an outlander. For how could I ever compare to the sun when my body could never give light to his sons? I have no breast for him to lay his head upon, and thus my best, I fear, would prey on his poor heart that's been taken and chosen by someone whose beauty brings shame to the ocean. She seems lovely and quaint and has quite stunning features, though in another life, another world, I would choose to be her. I'll congratulate the soon-to-be engaged pair after I excuse myself for a breath of fresh air.
No.
Why must my mind and heart be of two paths, as if below boils a blood pumping run? Do I deny myself of life's sweet pleasure? Give up for her the best forms of leisure? I curse the gods and say their name in vain for causing me to be struck with this wretched pain. Perhaps these charms that come this way may offer relief from my dismay.
Sir Philip! I hope you're full of cheer. I've not seen you since the fest at end of year.
Rejoice, Victor, that you come singing, of course. As I seem to be in need of healing hands such as yours.
My mending hands are yours, but please answer my inquiry. I desire to know the nature of this such injury.
Oh, it's an injury that is most grave. A wound of a heart whose host been depraved. But your charming talents can surely help mend the internal sore I do not yet comprehend.
You flatter me, sir. Perhaps we should go.
Somewhere more private? Yes, I agree. Now, my dear Victor, would you care follow me?
Should you not escape from your miss? I worry, sir, what she would think of all this.
There is no need to worry about her tonight, for you are the one who owns my night's time.
But you...
Dear Victor, I ask that you sing no more. For words cannot say what the body calls for.
chambers are closed, so please come back later.
Oh, I can hear he's no lonely master, big.
Pardon my throat, for it has gotten quite rough. Thus I seem to have fallen upon with a cough.
I do think it would be quite a shame for Lady Moira to find her other flame up in knots and getting tangled. Quite a situation for you to handle.
What you see is a minor damage. A fracture I shall easily manage.
But to test your skill at fixing seams of one such as he who weds his dreams.
Better a seamstress than you, baker.
And better a gambler than you caretaker. But despite your years by the young master, he's shown you less love than I do my casters. And yet you feed him words much too kind.
You'd have me release what hides in my mind.
Make sure you're no more for your job. So then hide your words and feel how they throb. I smell your resentment and...
I hold no anger. I love my vocation. The troubles arise on time and occasion. There's seldom a reason why I would complain.
And yet all the same is your voice filled with pain.
No more so than yours. I too do hear strain.
At least I know what I stand to gain.
You resent him, as I do. If not, even more so.
So, you admit it, you resent him, and not let it show. I'll offer you this. A relief from your shambles. You walk on a path that will lose you this gamble. As long as the boy is up to his usual behavior, and if he hears you'll be losing, and I win this wager, so why not call it off and save us from trouble?
I will never back down. Don't be so certain, you pot-bellied man. I said he'd propose, and he still can.
Then so be it, at least let's double our play. But when you lose, you'll be ready to pay. Dear Lady Moira, you're quite lovely to see, though oddly alone. Wouldn't you agree?
I must ask you to desist any further advances. As if with the man who cover your finances, so I hope you have more to give than just flowing words that I would hardly forget.
What? I bring a message from Philip, your lover. He asks for you and your lips to uncover what he described to be a special gift. But he asks for you now, so do please be swift.
I'm already certain of what gift it could be. A gift for the lady. As pious as me, for no other lady merits adornment of pure jewels such as from her pure assortments. This is the gift that I had prayed to the gods for. I put it in my case, though I felt to forgot, or may have. Begged him to test my fealty before he commands me with the gift of realty. And also one piece of advice from me to you. Good morning, Avenue.
Missing the reach of your fingertips. Even more kissing each of your tender lips. I forgot to count your many scars.
Must be hard to count when your heart is so far. I've fought many times, thus earned them as my living. Yet, I've nursed even more, and saw war unforgiven.
But men like you should fight no more.
'Tis men like you who I fight for. You kiss me with lips claimed by another. Who is your love, and who is your lover? She would perfectly match someone such as you. So why choose me, who has such few qualities which by any rule or measure are outweighed by her and her exhausted list of treasures?
I ask that you please forget old flames, for they hold no candle to you in my veins. They burn not as bright, nor further than yours. Shadows they cast away by your color.
The words you speak are quite romantic, yet surely borrowed from your past self's mind, thus your heart be hollow.
These words have been unclaimed, so I ask that you claim them. Well, if the gods sing twice, would you dare blame them?
You are no god, though your walk is like theirs. Mortal in blood, you have no mortal affairs.
Gods don't walk, and my gait's by no means superior. Though the shoes I adorn may have a costly interior, the only elevation that I feel is the one attached to my kitten heel. I'm willing to walk this path with you.
You'd walk a path that outwear your shoe.
I'll throw them out and step on hot coals bare. And if needed be, I'll get a lease to repair.
You have landed on what I've been saying. Truth be told, for weeks I have been praying, so I thought that the gods had heard my plea when I'd asked that they bring you close to me. But this distance between us is a divide much greater than hell and heaven, sun and creator.
Well, let's close this distance. My mouth's not enough, but my ears will offer assistance.
I know not your lifestyle, truth be told. I yet so hold the riches that you so hold. My mother ate chuck, while your mother ate mutton. The buttons I wear cost you nothing. I seek no pity in telling you this, but I can't help but to reminisce on days when places like this were a fantasy. So I walk by your manor in a manner most bashfully, for I know how within I hold no claim in a world in which they are, but I became.
I had no idea of your feelings thus, but I assure you need no fuss. Any care of concern that you have mentioned can be easily be whisked by mine own pension.
You'd make of me a paid enamorado, and expect me pleased as if I had won the lotto.
Nay, I'd be the winner of said lottery. Let the world come at us with their mockery, and fuck them all that gaze their sights. For I'd be proud to call you my knight.
The words you spew are sweetly frosted, though your heart's warmth has mine with frost.
Then let me share you mine cake as well, and taste of your frosting's flavor pastel.
Oh, my dear lady, what thought brought you here?
Why, no other reason than to visit my dear. As he has summoned me to his quarters, I ask that you move in over your order.
Oh, I'm afraid the young master is not here.
Liz, is that you?
Then let me be clear. I have been called by he who commands you. As you soon to be wife, that power expands you. The term word comes from my lips. Now move along lest you'd like your throat ripped.
But, my dear lady, I have here with me the reason for your summoning.
Oh, dear now, what is this I'm discovering?
My master Philip has given me an offering to pass on to you without haste or altering. But he wanted this gift to be a surprise. So, my dear lady, would you please close your eyes?
Dear lady, Moira, you mustn't believe her.
Those who did trust is my gift, Sir Trevor. Hurry up, child, I haven't all day. Give me my gift so I may no longer pray. I have closed them for so long now. May I restore my gauge?
Just a bit longer, but trust you'll be amazed.
Quite so that I have to wait.
Trust me, my dear lady, this gift will be great.
Oh,
Ow!
come on, Elsa, I can't wait to learn.
Here's the gift you've been waiting for.
As far as I I recall not summoning nor giving you a call.
For she was giving me a gift that you had selected, so I come to thank you. So unexpected.
I remember not selecting this diamond head.
My sweetest heart, do you not join me?
Oh,
Philip, to betray me?
Oh, I'm done for.
it is not what it be.
Then what is it?
This is perfect.
I have come to say that our union was loveless, of pure obligation,
So this poor boy beside you,
is who I wish to win.
he must have been damn good and bad.
But he listens foremost, which is something I've not gotten. He looks deep into my heart, which is something you've forgotten. Victor, I've mentioned how charming are your hands, and I hope one day I get to understand. So allow me your time, and on my word Sperry, will you do me the honor of being who I marry?
I have seen you, and have gazed you in ways you cannot see. I've yet been you, but could taste the days that cannot be. For though you wish to don my hand with riches, I must fail to part with them, and grant you your wishes. You are a gentle man, quite gentler than most, yet you ask for my hand and appear to boast yourself to be loved, but I'm well acquainted with the depths of your heart, and know it to be tainted. I'll thank you for this gleam in which we met. Please accept my farewell, so your dreams won't forget.
I love you.
I know.
So, it seems a ring was indeed seen in sight.
But not on her hand. So, what does this mean? This evening resulted in a tumultuous scene.
Well, by all accordance, as we agreed, allow thee be prepared so you may see.
Certainly you mean not that I seek my salary. For you've lost the bargain and can claim no mastery over games such as gambles. So I've won this round.
If that be the case, where's this engaged to be found?
I said he'd propose, and propose he did. Talks of engagements, we had none of it.
He proposed not to Moira, or do you dare argue his proposal to Victor be equal in argue?
My argument precisely.
You argue quite unwisely.
And you argue just for argument's sake.
And you argue for fear of owning your stake.
Oh, I own them quite proudly.
And you're also wrong loudly.
You'd be struck by Cupid and still not know. Your heart only rises in your pastry dough.
I too have known love. It's all the same.
So you must understand, Phillips won me this game. You knew the answer soon as you asked it. So let's end the game, so we both may move past it.
Come, my dear servants, come listen, come hither. I do for your observance of a liar that slithers. This lying fool who swore to play fair has pulled all night at my poor brother's hair. My loyal servants have come to describe how one of you has attempted to swipe these others' coin through lies and deception. But who have you lied? And who's the exception?
My Lady Philia, I must clear your sight. The lies that have been told in this house tonight. These actions were wrong. Surely we can agree. But the liar and cheat is none other than Elise.
Oh, what are these words he spoke so right?
I did indeed lie to Philip tonight.
I cannot hide my discontent. But you, Elise, have so easily bent. Therefore, your wages will go to the winner. Take them, Chef Gus, while I wait for my dinner.
I hope you're content. Or as content as can be.
You may know games, but life, as you see, is a game so much bigger. And not always fair. Hold your cards better next time. I pray you, take care.
Can't you see